Good morning, it's Tuesday, June the 10th, and you're watching AGORACOM TV. I'm your host, Paul Kandakos. AGORACOM TV is a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing you the best press releases at the open, along with the halts, so you can hopefully profit from them and potentially find your next great small cap investment. I've got 5 great press releases for you this morning, followed by 3 halts. I've got press releases from both sides of the borders, resource companies and non-resource companies. So without any further ado, let's get down to business. Top story I have for you. Apogee Minerals trades on the venture under the symbol APE. We have assay results from an additional 24 diamond drill holes completed at the Pulucayo deposit in southern Bolivia. We've got results which include 4.15 meters grading. Get this, 1,046 grams per ton of silver. You heard me correctly, that's 1,046 grams per ton of silver, 0.58% lead, and 2.65% zinc, so very concentrated results. Other highlights include 7.8 meters grading, 574 grams per ton of silver, 2.97% lead, and 3% zinc. And finally, we've got 35 meters grading 215 grams per ton of silver, 1.33% lead, and 1.76% zinc. So great numbers coming out of Apogee this morning. I've got a quote from the CEO, David Gower, who states, "The drilling at the Pulucayo continues to expand the mineralized zone, and we continue to see good grades. An important characteristic of this deposit is that along with the high silver grades, the mineralization continues a significant component mineralization contains a significant component of lead and zinc, which should provide an important contribution to the potential value of the deposit. The deposit remains open for further expansion along strike. However, we will wind down the drill program in order to commence the resource estimate and economic evaluation of the part of the deposit that has been delineated to date. We expect the results of this drill campaign will add significant new resource and increase the overall value." A little bit about Apogee Minerals. They're a Canadian producer of silver, zinc, lead, and also carries out exploration and development activities. The last at 31 cents off their 52-week high of 57 cents. Moving on, Raytech Metals Corp trades on the TSX venture under the symbol RAY. And for our European friends on the Frankfurt under the symbol XZT. They've announced their NI 43-101 potash resource. Impressive numbers coming out of the company. Resource calculations for the company's KP441 potash disposition application location in south-central Saskatchewan. Now, KP441 was the company's first potash acquisition within the Saskatchewan Potash Basin and accounts for 88,000 acres of the company's total land package of 291,000 acres under application. The report estimates a total, and here we go with the indicated and the inferred, indicated resource of 148 million metric tons, grading 23.44% K2O, also known as potash, and an inferred resource of 229.16 million metric tons, grading 20.4% potash. Got a quote from the President, Brian Thurston, who states, "We are very pleased with the results of our current resource estimate. We believe this shows that Raytech has some very prospective potash ground in Saskatchewan. Our goal is to expand our current resource through seismic exploration and drilling of the property." A little bit about Raytech Minerals. They're a Canadian-based mineral exploration company focused on the acquisition and development of highly prospective potash, iron ore, and uranium projects in Canada. They're last at 80 cents off their 52-week high of 98 cents. Moving on, the U.S. side, we've got Provision Interactive Technologies, trades on the OTCBB under the symbol PVHO. The company has announced today that they've signed a 3-year contract with a multi-department store chain. Provision Interactive 3DO centers are to be installed in 127 Fred Meyer stores in the Pacific Northwest. The Fred Meyer 3DO centers utilize Provision's patented Holo 3D technology, which projects full-color, high-resolution videos into space, detached from the screen without the need for any special glasses. Well, we knew this was coming. You used to see the holograms on Star Trek. Well, this is a reality now. This company provides holograms for commercial and retail purposes. The kiosks will be a destination for shoppers looking for promotions, sweepstakes, or coupons for products and services. So if you like technology plays, this might be one for you. I've got a quote from one of their customers who states, "Our customers rely on us to continually provide ways to make their shopping quick, easy, convenient, and one-stop," said Lynn Gust, Executive Vice President of Merchandising and Advertising for Fred Meyer Stores. "We looked at several in-store video and display programs, but Provision systems are truly traffic stopping." We've got the About section. Provision Interactive Technologies is a purveyor of intelligent, interactive 3D holographic display technologies, software, and integrated solutions for both commercial and consumer-focused applications. They're last at $1.15 off their 52-week high of $1.80. Moving on, Farrell Resources on the on the TSX under the symbol FAN, and on the OTCBB under the symbol FRLLF. We've got an update on their ongoing drilling program at the G9 deposit at the Campo Morado project in Mexico. 3 rigs are currently deployed on the site and drilling. Highlights from the drilling program include hole number 742, which intersected 33 meters grading 11.55% zinc, 1.71% copper, and 3 grams per ton of gold. Hole number 745 intersected 10.3 meters grading 13% zinc. So good numbers coming out of the company. A little bit about Farallon. They're a Canadian company with a zinc-rich polymetallic asset in Guerrero State, Mexico, and is focused on becoming a producing mining company. Last at 80 cents off their 50-week high of 92 cents. Moving on, last but not least, we've got Otis Capital. They've signed a joint venture agreement on the Kilgore Gold Project and their related assets. Otis Capital trades on the venture under the symbol OOO.P, so that's triple O. They've entered into an agreement in principle dated June 4th, 08 to earn up to 75% in a joint venture interest in the Kilgore Gold Project, which is in Clark County, Idaho, and an additional 2 gold properties, which are High and Gold Bugs, located in Lemhi Counties, Idaho, from Bayswater Uranium Corporation. As I had mentioned, Otis can earn an initial 50%, and they can move it up to 75% interest in the joint venture of the properties as long as they fulfill certain conditions, and those conditions and details are in the press release. What's of significance of this property? In 1996, Echo Bay completed an NI 43-101 non-compliant cross-sectional global resource estimate for the Kilgore deposit. And the estimate indicates that it comprises 706,000 ounces of gold and 22.58 million metric tons of material at an average grade of 0.031 ounces per ton gold. The company is last at 55 cents, and they're on their 52-week high of 55 cents. And a quick shout out to our good friend Mike Belantis, who brought us this story. We'll see you in Vancouver, Mike. Now, moving on to the second segment of our program, the halts of the day. First one I have for you, Colado Capital trades on the venture under the symbol TTO.P. They've been halted pending news. Potash Northern Resource Corporation on the venture under the symbol PON. They've been halted pending news. And finally, we've got Remstar Resources on the venture REM. They've been halted pending news. And that's a wrap for today. I'm your host, Paul Kondakos. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow. We've got more great press releases and halts at the open for you. That's a wrap.